Wednesday, the 16th of June. And our talk for today is expected or unexpected. Let's be honest, I think it's happened to all of us where we've expected something or someone or something to happen, and there's been an unexpected side to it as well. So, first thing that came to my mind was, of course, a baby. When a baby is due, it's people say it's expected on, and they say the date. But sometimes, just sometimes, the unexpected happens, and the baby arrives maybe a little bit early or a big bit early, and that is totally unexpected. And then, keeping on the theme of babies, you go for your scan and you're expecting to see this little blob, for a better word, and maybe the little heartbeat, and then you maybe discover there's two blobs with two heartbeats, or possibly even three. So expecting one, and then unexpectedly there's either two or three there. Wow, what a difference. So expected or unexpected. What about doing up your house? Now say you decide to do up, well, for example, say the kitchen, just for talking's sake. You think, yes, you're expecting to do something here, so you move all the stuff out the kitchen, don't you? And it's a nightmare because you know the house is going to get a little bit disturbed, but it's always unexpected how much it gets disturbed. The whole place goes to rack and ruin while you're doing up one room. And then when you think of your budget, you expect to spend X amount. And then unexpectedly, you then decide, oh, I'll get new blinds, new light fittings, a new toaster and a new kettle to match whatever you've done. And the list just goes up and up, and your budget becomes quite unexpected. So, another thing I thought of about expecting and unexpected is dieting and exercise. So, take me for example. Most days during lockdown, since last March, I have either probably gone out a walk with Billy for anywhere up to 45 minutes to an hour, most days. And in the early mornings, I get up and do an exercise routine, which is roughly 45 minutes long in time. So I expected I would be toned up, I would be healthier, and I would be losing weight and maybe dropping down a dress size, if not two. Well, unexpectedly through all that, I haven't lost an ounce. I haven't dropped down a dress size. Nothing. So that really was unexpected for me. You're expecting a parcel to be delivered. You're expecting your new suite to arrive, or your new bed, or whatever it is you've ordered. They've given you the date. They've even given you a slot for the time. So you're expecting it. And unexpectedly, it doesn't turn up. Or it turns up and there's a problem. I have heard of people getting sweets delivered and the unexpected thing happens, they can't get it in their front door. So windows have to be taken out. Oh, I couldn't even bear thinking about that one. Unexpected, if we look at that rather than expected, an unexpected tax return, that would be nice. I would like that. That would be lovely. You maybe receive an unexpected inheritance. That would be nice as well. Well, as long as it's a good inheritance. But you can also receive an unexpected illness. So we have just heard in the church of one of our members who took quite ill early hours of the morning a couple of days ago, and fortunately on the mend, but that was an unexpected illness. And it can happen to all of us. You get up one morning to do something, you think, oh, I really don't feel well, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. It's been unexpected. So it has consequences. You are presented with a new job, which was really unexpected. You weren't expecting to move job, you didn't plan on it, but it came and it was unexpected. So that can be good news as well. For me, well, what happened on Monday? Well, I didn't expect Scotland to win. the Scottish football team, and they didn't. So what am I hoping for on Friday when they play England? I would love for them to win. Do I expect them to win? No. Am I being a bit defeatist? Probably. But it'd be really unexpected if they did, and it'd be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? Another thing is touching on death, because sometimes death can be expected when a loved one is going through a terminal illness of some kind or extreme old age. So we can sometimes expect a loved one to die, but then sometimes it is hugely unexpected and just happens and leaves us in shock. Just the other day there, I entered the competition that Strathmore Primary School was running, and it was called a virtual balloon race. Now, we're going to be doing something similar in the church because I thought it was a brilliant idea. So what you did, you went online, or if you're not online, you can fill in a form and you buy a balloon for £3. So to support the school, I bought 6 balloons, all for the family. So one for me, one for Billy, one for Scott, one for Suzanne, one for Finlay, and one for Joanne. 6 balloons. Gave them all nicknames, and lo and behold, look what I have here. I have a £50 Asda voucher because Joanne's balloon, called Jojo, travelled the furthest in the virtual balloon race, and we came first. Yay! So a £50 Asda voucher. That was totally unexpected. I was just doing it for a bit of fun and to give some money to the school funds. So that was a lovely unexpected surprise. As you know, we've been doing work in the church, and we expected phase 1 to take X amount of time, and it did. And phase 2, we had expected to finish a lot sooner, but unexpectedly it took much longer because it took much longer to raise more funds. Because out of all our renovations, which have cost in just probably in excess of £1 million, we haven't really received many grants for them. This has all been fundraised and the selling of land and various other things. So it unexpectedly took longer than we anticipated. But that's okay. We're there now, so that's okay. Again, the money, we had budgeted for that, but unexpectedly, or was it unexpectedly? It cost more. And I think it's like all buildings, isn't it? You start off and you always need to have a large contingency for what happens. You really do, because it never costs what you expect. If it had been unexpected that it came in way under budget, well, we'd be jumping for joy. But sometimes it goes over. However, our phase 2, because Angus took on project manager and we did things ourselves, and we also brought in people to do things for certain tasks, and our own men did a lot of the work, our budget for phase 2 came under what was expected. So that was an unexpected bonus and surprise. However, last week, when we were putting our final fireproofing on the ceilings of the stairwells, which aren't right in the main church building, they're just outside, but well, the ceiling collapsed, didn't it? That was unexpected. Then we knew we had a bit of dry rot, so was it totally unexpected that it would be bigger than we thought? Probably not. But what was unexpected was that we discovered we had wet rot also along another wall. So we then checked the other stairwell, and yes, it had wet rot as well. So that was really unexpected. And of course, that unexpectedness affects what goes on in the church, because we have to close doors off, have to close the stairwell off. It affects our money because we hadn't budgeted for that. So that wasn't something that we wanted. That was a very poor, unexpected thing to happen for us. A few weeks ago, we walked into church, and here the radiator pipe had burst, and there was gallons and gallons of flour. So unexpectedly, we went in, all this water's on the church floor. We had to decant into other rooms for the church service because of that. And now it's all upheaval, unexpected, because we're having to get dehumidifiers in. There's lots of work going on in the church to get all that done. Our guys took out over 80 gallons of water from the church floor. There's water underneath, so we're on the route to get it fixed though, and we're really thankful to the insurance company. We expected the insurance company to pick up the bill, and they have, which is super. So you've got expected things, and then you've got unexpected things. The big unexpected things in this last year and a bit, of course, or year and a quarter, has been the global pandemic. I think you would agree with me, we've always expected a global pandemic to get to us at some point, because I've been talking about it for a long, long, long time. But it really was unexpected when it did happen, and the unexpectedness of the effect that it's had on all of our lives. It really has. It's been totally unexpected, the issues surrounding it. Here I'm back on my hobby horse. Holidays. Was it unexpected that some of the countries which were green were going to go to amber? No. We've been warned and warned and warned. If you go abroad, anything could change at any time. So it wasn't unexpected. I don't understand why people are making such a song and dance about it. And especially the news reporters. They're making it sound much worse, I believe, than what it actually is. England. Well, England, of course, were going to relax all their rules as of the 21st of June. We now know that that's not going to happen the way that they had originally hoped for. And it was only an indicative date, an expected date. But is it really unexpected to any of us that it didn't happen the way they'd hoped it was going to be? We all saw the numbers rising. We all saw what was happening. So again, I understand about the economy, the economic of nightclubs and all these places that are really going to be struggling. But it wasn't unexpected that that date was going to get changed. And just take that back to our Bible. Jesus the Messiah. That's probably the biggest thing. He was not what the Jews were expecting. He was such an unexpected commodity for them. Nothing had prepared them for Jesus the Messiah being who he was and what he did. And for me, that just brings it all back home. For God does things which are very unexpected. He really does. So why are we surprised when unexpected things happen? So my closing little reflection for this today, there's two things. The first one is to expect the unexpected. We have to do that in life. And the second, well, here's the t-shirt. Hope you can see that. Let's make today count. And the reason we need to do that is because you just don't know what's round that corner. Anything unexpected can happen. God bless everyone.